and welcome to New Hampshire Motor Speedway for round 23 of Season 5 of the Bass Pro Shops Cup Series. The championship is down to 3 races left. New Hampshire, Phoenix, and then Daytona. 3 tracks that could be really wild cards, because this is our first race at New Hampshire. Phoenix is always a wild card, and Daytona is probably the biggest wild card of all. So we're getting set for 45 laps of racing around this magic mile, the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Coming into this race, your championship picture looks like this. Carter Keselowski leads the standings by 10 points over John Worry. Now, those are the only 2 drivers that are within 1 race. Third place, Stephen Dillon has 527 points, which is more than 44 points, because that's how many you can make up in 1 race. He is quite a few points below even John Worry, and you got to catch Carter Keselowski, who is 10 points over John. So the championship battle is going to be very intense all the way to the end at Daytona. And Keselowski and Worry, looks like it could be just battled out between those 2, but if they get in a crash today, anything can happen, and anything will happen here in the Bass Pro Shops Cup Series. Let's get a look at the starting lineup. On the pole will be Brian LaFleur Jr. in the number 5 car, and alongside is Gino Harvey. Starting third is Garrett Jones, and alongside is Brendan Auman. And running out your top 5 is Danny Wells. 6th, Jacob Lawler. He is all the way down to 14th in points, not looking too good for him. Then you got Alex Filter, Kenny Murray, Eric Burton. And then Sean Henley and Stephen Dillon. Sean Henley comes into this race 5th in the standings, Stephen Dillon 3rd, so they are both championship contenders. And that man right there, Phil Jones, is 9th in points. So a lot of these drivers near the front have outside shots at this championship. So let's take a look at the rest of your starting lineup. I think I have it right. I'm just going to make sure. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, okay, Phil Jones is 11th. So here it is. The rest of your starting lineup. 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, 32nd, 33rd, 34th, 35th, 36th, 37th, 38th, 39th, 40th, 41st, and 42nd. Brett Pavel will start last, and did you see that? Back very deep in the field, you find Carter Keselowski in the 30, and his championship rival, John Worry. Both start incredibly deep in the field, to the point where they're probably just going to try to salvage the best finish, because I don't think they can even go for the win today. Coming off for the final corner, Brian LaFleur Jr., Gino Harvey lead them down side by side to the green flag, and we're underway from New Hampshire. Oh boy, the championship battle is going to be winding down to our final 3 races. After this one, we got 2 more. Brian LaFleur Jr. clear out into the lead, and Gino Harvey trying to catch him in 2nd. As we come down the back straightaway, 3rd place, Garrett Jones. He's side by side with Brendan Auman. And up goes the track. That's Eric Burton. Sean Henley and Stephen Dillon can't risk much, because they are both in championship contention, and they have been very good in these past few races. And they've got to catch Worry and Keselowski, otherwise they're not going to have anything for them. You can't win the championship if you're not in contention. And up goes Phil Jones. As we come down the back straightaway, let's check on the progress of the guys in the back. There's Worry. He has not made much headway just yet. He's 39th last time we crossed. And Carter Keselowski not much further up. So this is a big, wide open door for these other championship contenders. Summers is 15th in points. He's pretty much racing for wins right now. And while we have a moment, at least I think we do, Drivers that are out of contention for this championship, mathematically out. Dion Petty, Julie Stewart, Kurt Keselowski, Garrett Jones, Evan Earnhardt, Jack Richards, Brian LaFleur Jr., Hunter Stone, and Matthew McMurray. And the irony is Garrett Jones is running third. He has absolutely nothing to lose. He's not in championship contention at all. He's not even unrealistically out of it. He's mathematically done. So Garrett Jones, he can just go all out for this win. And this track reminds me a lot of Pocono, very flat turns and long straightaways. So it's perfect for Garrett Jones. So he's running third right now. There's Jacob Lawler. He's going to win the championship. It's going to take a lot from that 34. In these past few races, he's fallen all the way down to 14th after being in the top 5 not too long ago. Henley has been on a hot streak lately. He's up to 5th in the standings. And if he could bring home the championship, that would be huge, especially since it has the number 3 on the door of that car. Stephen Dillon is running in the 3rd position in points, 9th in the race. And now let's check on our other championship contenders. Worry is starting to make a little bit of headway. I definitely wouldn't say he's, working his way near the front. He's up to 34th, which it'll help him in the championship, but, it's definitely not a good position to be in. Carter Keselowski. Oh, Dion Petty almost got into him. He's up into Ortiz. Ortiz is a driver that Keselowski has been rivals with in the Craftsman Car Series. He's running 24th right now, but he's not in a good position when it comes to who he's driving around, considering... Oh, wait. Oh, there's Seth Cole. We got to point him out. I believe he's 3rd in points, isn't he? No, he's 4th in the standings. And, oh, boy. The slightest slip by these guys could very well cost Carter Keselowski his championship. And also, if John Worry comes plowing into it, he could get his championship hopes pretty much taken away from him. So it is Brian LaFleur Jr. out front, Gino Harvey 2nd, Garrett Jones in 3rd. Danny Wells 4th, battle for 5th. That is Filter on the outside and Jacob Lawler on the inside of the track. Dylan Young, Brendan Aumann, Zach Buchanan, Cole Fralick, Greg Jones, Corey Williams, Andrew Schwartz, John Dillon, Alex Filter. A lot of those drivers are pretty much racing for wins. They're still mathematically in this thing, but realistically they don't really have much of a shot at winning this championship. We're on to lap 9 of 45, and still clean and green, which is a little bit surprising considering the circumstances for this championship. And believe it or not, Carter Keselowski has worked his way to 20th. And obviously he needs to do this if he's going to help himself more in the championship. And I just saw, speaking of a championship driver, CJ. Baby CJ is 8th in the standings with 492 points. He's a little bit less than 100 points out of this championship. But remember, anything will happen in the Bass Pro Shops Cup Series. We've seen it in the past. We've seen stuff happen as early as Hogzilla, which is traditionally the 15th race of the year. We've seen stuff happen around that time of the season and cost the championship by race 25. We got a crash. Kurt Keselowski, Sean Galligan. Further up, there's a crash. John Worry could sustain some damage in this. For the most part, he got through it. Crash on lap 11. I saw Kurt Keselowski and Sean Galligan were the cars mainly involved. And now the race back to the finish line. Looks like it's going to go to LaFleur, and it is going to. Okay, let's get a replay of what happened to bring out the first caution of the day and gave a big scare to John Worry. Oh, wait. Oh, look out. Look out. Oh, boy. Now, these guys might be caught a lap down. Oh, Steven almost got into that. Henley going around these guys on the outside. Everybody's... Wow, this is confusing. All right. We'll get it sorted out here after we show you a replay of this. And Seth Cole, championship contender, was kind of the culprit of this one. Comes up off the corner. Oh, never mind. Galligan hit the wall very hard. Bounced off into his good friend. Oh, Seth Cole is in that. That's huge. And they spin up the track. Oh, my goodness. But then, yeah, something happened up further. I believe maybe to Evan Earnhardt. Yeah, and it was. And it would not surprise me at all if it was triggered by that crash that he was just in before with Galligan and those guys. Yeah, that definitely had something to do with it, because when he turned back up, he hit Ortiz, and CJ got through that. And I don't know if John Worry got any damage or not, but I know he lost a few positions. So caution is out for the first time in this race, and championship contender John Worry had a big scare from it. So, yep, let's go back to the green flag. Now, this is very confusing. Somehow, after that crash, oh, wait. Okay, this makes more sense. Okay, Brian LaFleur Jr. is out front. Second is Garrett Jones. Third, Danny Wells. Fourth, Jacob Lawler. Running at your top 5, Alex Filter. Gino Harvey, Stephen Dillon, Brendan Aumann, John Dillon, and John Acosta the top 10. Sean Henley, Greg Jones, Joseph Bryan, Eric Burton, and Connor Breton the top 15. Breton comes into this race 13th in points. Looks like he's pretty much done for this championship. So back to LaFleur, who is going all out for a win. He's 40th in the standings, has absolutely nothing to lose. And for this restart, 5 drivers that are, well, Kyle Smith is not lapped, but these other guys are, so it's going to be dangerous here when we head down into turn 1 is LaFleur. Here comes Garrett Jones. But this right here is concerning me. Oh, boy. As we come out of turn number 2, Stephen Dillon got a bit loose with his older brother, John Dillon, behind him. And Seth Cole, being a lapped car, I don't know what the championship is looking like for that number 89 team from here, because he comes into this race 4th in the standings, but it doesn't look like he's going to get a good finish here, as he is right now scored 41st. But the thing is, we're probably going to have another crash, and it could be just behind him. Coming out at 2. Oh, man. And notice Carter Kozlowski sitting right behind this, just praying that this does not cause a crash, because if he gets in it, it could be devastating for a championship. And Harvey moves up the track. He's in the wall, comes off. Stephen Dillon, Sean Henley. And now they spin around. Right in front of the pack. John Worry could get damage in this. Gino Harvey is in it. And I didn't even see Kozlowski get through it. Was he in a wreck? I don't think so. But I saw Worry, and I think he might have got some very slight damage in this. Oh, man. Oh, Dion Petty drives Kozlowski up the track. He's in the wall. Comes off, almost gets wrecked coming out of turn 4. Championship contenders. Wow. Oh, we got more trouble. Under caution. And Carter Kozlowski gets damaged. One of our championship drivers, and somebody got spun under the caution flag. It might have been Greg Jones and Joseph Bryant. Oh, my goodness. Caution has come out. And there's been a wreck under caution. Let's get the wreck under caution first. Oh, Kyle Smith got hit. Oh, he comes back down into John Acosta. He got clobbered by Jacob Lawler, though. And then in comes Galligan, Aumann. And now we got to get an aerial of this, because there were championship contenders affected. If you consider Phil Jones a championship contender, he got some damage. Stephen Dillon, Carter Kozlowski. Oh, man, Connor Breton got some very slight damage, but I'd say of the championship contenders, Carter Kozlowski might have just lost out on that the most of anybody. It wasn't anything severe, and oh, Mitch Speed and Sean Henley made some contact. Henley was involved in this crash, and it could have killed his championship, so let's get a replay. Alright, this is incredible. Look at this, 4 wide coming out of turn 4 at New Hampshire. What can you expect? A crash. Harvey, Stephen Dillon, and Henley, 3 drivers trying to get themselves in the championship, along with Seth Cole, were all near this. And all of them were pretty much involved. More specifically, Henley. Seth Cole came to a stop, and I think he got some damage, but nothing serious. And, yeah. So, I believe that was all that happened in that crash, but then under caution, that crash, that was incredible. So caution is out. I think Hunter Stone got his lap back with that. Yeah, I think he did. Oh, wait. Yeah, maybe. Okay. We'll get this sorted out, and we'll get back to the green. Wow. Once again, confusion under caution. Garrett Jones is going to restart on point. Then Danny Wells, Jacob Lawler, Brian LaFleur Jr., and Brandon Alman, your top 5. John Acosta, Joseph Bryant, John Dillon, Connor Breeden, and Eric Burt in the top 10 as we go back green with Garrett Jones out front. Sorry, I thought they were rolling through 1 and 2 when I went back to that green thing. Okay. Into turn 1. Oh, Dylan Young up the track. Sean Galligan. Garrett Jones, remember, he doesn't care. He can go all out for this thing. But at the same time, he needs to make sure he doesn't mess up anybody else behind him that's going for a championship. And driver that's going for a championship, but I don't know if he's going to catch him, is Jacob Lawler. Garrett Jones fades in behind the lapped car, checking in on the back of the pack, seeing how these championship drivers are doing. We're just past the halfway point. John Worry is 26th. Carter Keselowski is 18th, but he's right in the middle of a huge mess. Oh, boy. This aerial is going to get a great view of this. Uh-oh, Seth Cole up the track. Phil Jones, CJ, look out. Seth Cole gets hit into the outside wall. John Dillon, Chris Summers make contact. Oh, man. Okay, now we got a caution. And that's where we've seen some carnage. And let's just make sure that doesn't happen. And it doesn't look like it will. Okay. Fun. Okay, let's get a replay of what happened here to Seth Cole that, I think it took him out of the championship. Alright, let's see what happened. Well, Seth Cole, this has just had to be a nightmare of a day for that number 89. He's gotten so far in the season, and just with a few races left, has just had a terrible race. And I thought I saw Summers get wrecked. And him and John made contact, and he came back up. I think there might... Oh, wait, no, it was Pacioli that got wrecked. Yeah. Buchanan almost got wrecked, too. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yep, I see it. Okay, let's see what this happened. What happened here to Pacioli? Oh, I didn't notice when Seth backed into the wall how... Oh, Dion. Oh, I did not notice Dion at all. Dion spun back. Oh, those are some hard hits. And look at Brandon Bain. Brandon, 7th in the standings coming into this race. He's well out of realistic contention, but if he could make that realistic with maybe a win or two in these last 3 races, he could put himself back in championship contention, but obviously that's not going to happen here at New Hampshire. So caution has come out for, I believe, the 4th time today. And pace car lights are on. Hopefully we don't have another very confusing restart. Alright, rolling through the center of turns 1 and 2. Garrett Jones is the leader, followed by Danny Wells, Jacob Lawler, Brian LaFleur Jr., and Brendan Alman, your top 5. There's Seth Cole. Still hanging in there in 40th. 6th is John Acosta. 7th, Connor Breeden. 8th, Stephen Dillon. 9th, Greg Jones. And 10th is Chris Summers. 11th, John Dillon. 12th, Julian Ortiz. 13th, Carter Keselowski. 14th, Phil Jones. And 15th, Joseph Bryant. 16th, Andrew Schwartz. 17th, CJ. 18th, Cole Freilich. 19th, Alex Filter. 20th, Kenny Murray. 21st, Zach Buchanan. 22nd, Mitch Speed. 23rd, John Worry. 24th, Sean Henley. And 25th is Julie Stewart. So Henley deep in the field, and 24th, his championship could kind of be slipping away from him. But Keselowski has just put a string of unbelievable finishes together. And if he could win this championship, that'd be huge for that number 30, as he has struggled a lot throughout his career. But, 3 wide in turn 1, 2 lapped cars included. Seth Cole in the middle. He's kind of prone to wrecking today. Look out. Coming out of 2, Stephen Dillon. He's going to pass by Seth Cole. And Carter Keselowski and John Worry, 2 championship contenders, are not far behind this. So if Seth Cole gets up into the wall again coming out of 4. Alright, I think he got into the wall slightly. There's Keselowski. He's going to get clear. Phil Jones, it looks like he's going to be the next to clear these guys. Oh, Breeden, Seth Cole, I believe we have a caution, and we do. What if it's Worry? And doesn't look like it is. Oh, we got a crash. Oh, boy. Oh, Henley. Did Worry get in that? I don't think so. I think he actually picked up a few positions from the restart. Okay. Caution is out again. Looks like it's for Kyle Smith. Let's get a replay. Alright, then. Here it is. Brett Pavel, he overdrove the exit a bit. He hits Kyle. Kyle gets into Courtney, and they both spin around. Dion. Oh, Dion had a great avoidance there. Brandon Bain. All the drivers that need good runs today are just having miserable races. It's so disappointing to see these drivers go for the championship, and they've just had the most miserable luck. And we saw another crash under caution, and it involved Henley, who is in 5th in the points. And it was Freilich. I saw him in this. Oh, I think he got turned by Eric Burton. Oh, Eric. Naughty. Oh, wait, I think I was turning the microphone away there. Okay, yeah. So that is the crash there for the 5th wreck of the day, I think so. Caution has come out yet again, and there's more carnage under caution. What a crazy race we've seen today. And Garrett Jones is out front as we're going to restart with right around 10 laps to go, so let's get to it. Pace car lights are off, and we're going to restart with 11 to go, so these lapped cars will not be lined up with the leaders. So Garrett Jones is out front, Danny Wells, Jacob Lawler, John Acosta, and Brian LaFleur Jr. top 5. Then Steven Dillon, Brandon Aumann, Greg Jones, Chris Summers, and Julian Ortiz. Now look who's sitting 11th, Carter Keselowski. And now that is terrible news to these other championship contenders, including Seth Cole, Sean Henley, Steven Dillon, and even DJ. So then Carter Keselowski 11th, Connor Breton 12th, Phil Jones 13th, John Dillon 14th, and Andrew Schwartz rounding out your top 15. CJ, Bryant, Filter, Freilich, and Burton rounds out your top 20. Mitch Speed, John Worry, Zach Buchanan, Julie Stewart, and Sean Henley going for a championship in 25th. So, coming to the green flag, Garrett Jones, Danny Wells, Jacob Lawler, the leaders, 3 lapped cars, Galligan, Keselowski, and Seth Cole. Green flag waves again with 11 laps to go. Garrett Jones, look out, he's up the track. This back here could be intense as well. And drivers back here are getting shuffled, including Keselowski, it looks like. No, I think he's actually picking up a few positions. I'm going to feel really bad if I win the championship. I got to say that. I'm actually rooting for Worry, just saying. Okay. Down into turn 1, Seth Cole. Do we have another caution? No, okay. Seth Cole up the track. Julian Ortiz is there. Brendan Aumann 3 wide as we come down the backstretch. Carter Keselowski to the inside of Seth Cole. Seth goes up the track. What if he hits the wall again? Oh, Breton sideways. What a save. And now here comes Worry. John Worry and Carter Keselowski were working together in the Daytona 500 to try to draft themselves to victory, and they weren't able to do it. Now, the late stage of the season, they're battling it for the championship, and it looks like Worry just picked up a bunch of spots. He's 10 points out of the championship going into this race, so definitely he needs to outdo Carter Keselowski here in this race. Alright, we got to check on the leaders because we're coming to not too many laps remaining, and it's still Garrett Jones with a huge lead over Danny Wells. I think Garrett Jones has got this in the bag, and we said it. It does not matter what Garrett Jones does because he's out of the championship with any mathematic possibility. Kurt Keselowski walks up the track. Pacioli almost got into Carter Keselowski. Carter Keselowski and CJ working their way around turns 1 and 2. And baby CJ trying to take the 10th spot from Carter. He's going to have to tuck in line behind him. So it looks like it's all Garrett Jones right now. But what if we have a caution? That would be crazy. Seth Cole don't want to say it, but I think he pretty much just kissed his championship hopes goodbye. And I think same with Henley and DJ. Yeah, DJ comes into this race 6th in points, and doesn't look like he's going to be able to take that championship. Now there's Worry. We just saw him. He's 16th, maybe 15th. I think he made a pass for 15th. Yeah, he's 15th. So 15th. Carter Kozlowski is running 10th, so that's 5 points of a loss for John Worry. With 5 laps to go, it's pretty much going to be Garrett Jones's race, and it's going to be championship hopes that could either be sky high or pretty much down the drain. In Carter Kozlowski's case, if he does get wrecked, he's not out of the championship, so that's the thing that he can afford, as he just passed Ortiz for 9th. And Kozlowski to 9th with now 4 laps to go. You got to remember, Phoenix can bring anything. Phoenix, at that track, anything can and will happen. And who knows, Carter Kozlowski, John Worry, there's more than likely going to be a pile-up on lap 1. And if those two get involved, that's a huge opportunity for drivers to get a second chance, such as Henley and Seth Cole. But it's all Garrett Jones with 3 to go here at New Hampshire. Make sure no lap traffic. Kyle Smith entering 3. Garrett Jones coming out of turn 2. Smith's probably on the exit of 4 by now. Yeah, he is. Okay, we're not going to have any lap traffic to deal with. And Kozlowski, I think, just made a pass. Oh, wait, no. I think he's actually about to get passed by Filter. There's Amon. And that would be for position. 2 EPRL boys running there. Oh, Jacob Lawler. All 3 wide, including 2 championship possibility drivers. Right now, it looks like Lawler might be more of a championship pretender than a contender. And this is the opportunity for these drivers, because if Kozlowski gets wrecked in this little dealio. Uh-oh. Oh! Amon just cut off Kozlowski. We're coming to the white flag, and this battle could end in tears for championship contenders. Let's go back to Garrett Jones, because this is such an opportunity for him. Garrett Jones could be running up here on Kyle Smith. Uh-oh. Oh, please don't overdrive 3. Okay. Just had to make sure Kyle Smith didn't pull back up on the track. Garrett Jones through the final 2 corners. He has 2 career wins, both coming at Pocono, coming off of turn number 4. Garrett Jones is going to come down and win at New Hampshire. Checkered flag waves for the 11. Crossing line, there's Worry. Kozlowski beat him, and he's going to pull ahead in the championship. Oh, my goodness. This is about the most bizarre thing we've ever seen with Kozlowski and Worry. I can't believe it. They are just stealing it. Carter Kozlowski, where did he finish? He ended up 8th. Dang it. 8th and 14. Dang it, I gained 6 points on Worry. Yeah, kind of an unprofessional moment right here. I'm kind of rooting for the other drivers, but yeah, I just don't want myself to win the championship. I don't care from there. I just don't want myself to win it. It'd be cool to win it, but I don't want to. Okay, so 6 points of a loss for John Worry to Carter Kozlowski. So when we head off to Phoenix, these boys will have a lot of work to do to catch Carter Kozlowski and John Worry. More specifically now Kozlowski than anything, because Steven didn't have the race. Oh, whoops, he ended up 5th. Sorry, I'm thinking Seth Cole and Sean Henley and DJ and all those boys that really had a very, very rough day. So Garrett Jones, let's set it to him over here. I don't want to steal the spotlight. Okay, so Garrett Jones has won the race, and what a race we've seen today. So Garrett Jones wins. Danny Wells, Brian LaFleur Jr., John Acosta, and Steven Dillon, your top 5. Then Greg Jones, Brendan Allen, Carter Kozlowski, CJ, and Alex Filter. Yeah. Alex Filter, not it's a filter. Okay, yep. Well, there's first through 28th and 15th on to 42nd. So Jack Richards and Corey Williams both retired, and then Kyle Smith had a tire issue with like 1 to go. Jack Richards, this is a season that he just wants to forget. He's 39th in points, has no mathematical shot at the championship, and now he ended up last. Oh, man. Terrible season for him, but hopefully he can turn it around in season number 6. So Garrett Jones has won the race, his 3rd career win, all coming on very flat racetracks, Pocono and New Hampshire. So what a race we've seen today. We're going to go off to Phoenix, where John Dillon has done so well in the past. He currently sits 26th in points, and after this race, I believe he's mathematically done. So he can just go all out for that win. Yeah, he ended up 21st. He's done. Okay. 88 points is the magic number. You have to be within that many points of Carter Keselowski, who is the championship leader. Steven, you can't remember him. You can't forget him. Wow, that was a fail. He gained 3 points on Keselowski, and I guess that's good. Steven gains 3 points on Carter Keselowski here for this championship, but I just don't know if it's going to be enough. So we're going to head off to Phoenix and see what happens, but looks like it's all Carter Keselowski and John Worry that are going to battle it out. Congratulations, Garrett Jones. We'll see you next week at Phoenix, where anything can and will happen. So from all of us at the EPRL, we will see you guys later.